The death of King Saul marked a significant turning point in the history of Israel, a moment that would forever alter the course of the nation's destiny. Saul, the first king of Israel, had perished in a fierce battle against the Philistines, a formidable enemy that had long threatened the stability of the kingdom. His death left a power vacuum in Israel, creating a sense of uncertainty and fear among the people, who were now without a leader to guide them. David, a young shepherd from the humble town of Bethlehem, had been anointed by the prophet Samuel years earlier. This anointing was a divine selection, a moment that signified God's choice for the future king. He was chosen by God to be the next king, a decision that carried immense weight and responsibility. However, the path to the throne was not straightforward. Saul's son, Ishbosheth, also laid claim to the throne, leading to a contentious struggle for power. This led to a period of division and conflict, as the kingdom was split between those loyal to David and those who supported Ishbosheth. The tribe of Judah, recognizing David's anointing and leadership qualities, remained steadfastly loyal to him. They crowned him king in Hebron, a significant act that solidified his position and gave him a base of power. Meanwhile, the rest of the tribes of Israel, influenced by Saul's powerful general, Abner, threw their support behind Ishbosheth, further deepening the divide. This division reflected the complexities of tribal politics and allegiances, highlighting the intricate web of loyalties that characterized ancient Israel. It set the stage for a power struggle that would test the mettle of both David and his opponents, a struggle that would determine the future of the kingdom. David, despite facing immediate opposition and the daunting task of uniting a divided nation, showed remarkable leadership and resilience. He did not rush into a bloody war with Ishbosheth, understanding the devastating consequences such a conflict could have on the people and the land. Instead, he focused on consolidating his power within Judah, strengthening his position, and building a loyal base of support. He ruled wisely and justly, earning the respect and admiration of those who followed him. His leadership qualities attracted loyal followers who appreciated his vision and his ability to lead with integrity and wisdom. This period of consolidation proved crucial for David, as it allowed him to build a strong foundation from which he could eventually unite the entire kingdom. It allowed him to build a strong base of support before facing the inevitable conflict with the rest of Israel, a conflict that would test his leadership and resolve. The stage was set for a monumental clash between David, the anointed king chosen by God, and those who opposed him, a clash that would shape the future of Israel. The narrative of 2 Samuel chapter 2 plunges us into the heart of this conflict, providing a detailed account of the events that unfolded. It reveals the challenges David faced, the complexities of loyalty and ambition, and the intricate dynamics of human relationships and power. The story serves as a poignant reminder of the fragility of peace and the ever-present potential for conflict, even within a chosen people, highlighting the timeless nature of these struggles. In the midst of the uncertainty following Saul's death, the tribe of Judah emerged as a pillar of support for David. The nation was in turmoil and the future seemed bleak. Yet amidst this chaos, Judah stood firm. They recognized him as the rightful king, anointed by God. This anointing was not just a ceremonial act. It was a profound declaration of faith and trust in David's leadership. Their loyalty was not simply a matter of tribal affiliation. It was a deep-seated conviction that David was chosen by divine will to lead them. It was a testament to their faith in God's promise and their belief in David's destiny. Their prayers and devotion were unwavering, reflecting their hope for a brighter future under David's rule. This loyalty was a source of strength for David during the early, uncertain days of his reign. Surrounded by loyal supporters, David found the courage to face the challenges ahead. Judah's unwavering support provided David with a secure base from which to operate. Hebron, with its fortified walls and strategic location, became a sanctuary for David and his followers. Hebron, the city where he was crowned, became a symbol of his legitimacy. The crowning ceremony in Hebron was a pivotal moment, marking the beginning of David's journey as king. It was a place where he could consolidate his power and rally support. The gatherings in Hebron were filled with fervor and determination as people from all walks of life pledged their allegiance to David. The loyalty of Judah also sent a powerful message to the rest of Israel. Messengers spread the news far and wide, reinforcing the idea that David was the chosen leader. It demonstrated that David was not a usurper but a rightful heir to the throne. His ascent to power was seen as a fulfillment of divine prophecy. This period also highlighted the internal divisions that plagued Israel. The nation was fractured, with various tribes vying for power and influence. The other tribes, influenced by Abner, chose to follow Ishbosheth, perpetuating the conflict. This political division created a tense and volatile environment. This division underscored the challenges David faced in uniting a fractured kingdom. The map of ancient Israel revealed a land divided, with Judah standing apart in its loyalty to David. It emphasized the need for reconciliation and the healing of deep-seated wounds. Efforts to bridge the divide were crucial for the future stability of the kingdom. The loyalty of Judah stands in stark contrast to the shifting allegiances that characterized the period. Their steadfastness was a beacon of hope in a time of uncertainty. It serves as a reminder of the importance of steadfast commitment and unwavering support in the face of adversity. The tribe's dedication to David was a testament to their resilience and faith. The tribe's faithfulness to David foreshadows the eventual unification of the kingdom under his rule. This loyalty laid the groundwork for a united Israel, a vision that David would tirelessly work towards. It highlights the power of loyalty to overcome division and strife. The unwavering support of Judah was instrumental in David's quest to bring peace and unity to the land. The rivalry between David and Ishbosheth was not just a personal power struggle, it was a clash that echoed through the annals of history, a confrontation that would shape the destiny of a nation. It represented a larger battle for the soul of Israel, a struggle that went beyond mere territorial disputes or claims to the throne. It was about the future direction of the nation, its values and its leadership. Ishbosheth, though a less imposing figure than his father, Saul was nonetheless a rallying point for those who opposed David's claim to the throne. He symbolized the old guard, the remnants of Saul's reign, and the resistance to change. The conflict escalated into open warfare, with each side mustering their forces. The stakes were high, and both leaders knew that the outcome would determine the future of Israel. The battles between David's forces and those loyal to Ishbosheth were marked by both bravery and brutality. Soldiers fought with a fierce determination, knowing that their actions on the battlefield could change the course of history. These were not mere skirmishes, but prolonged engagements that tested the strength and resolve of both sides. The war dragged on, with neither side willing to concede defeat. They were fought with the understanding that the outcome would determine the fate of the kingdom. Every clash, every strategic move was a step towards either unification or further division. Each victory for David brought him closer to uniting all of Israel under his rule. His successes on the battlefield were not just military triumphs, but also symbolic victories that bolstered his claim to the throne. David's forces, led by the skilled and ruthless Joab, gradually gained the upper hand. Joab's tactical genius and relentless pursuit of victory played a crucial role in tipping the scales in David's favor. Their victories were not solely due to military prowess. The growing support for David among the people was a significant factor. His vision for a united Israel resonated with many, and his reputation as a just leader attracted followers. They were also a testament to the growing support for David among the people. His ability to inspire and lead was evident, and more people began to see him as the rightful king. As David's reputation as a righteous and effective leader grew, so too did his support base. His charisma and leadership qualities drew people to his cause, strengthening his position. This period of warfare was a crucible that tested the mettle of David and his followers. It was a time of great trials and tribulations, but also of growth and consolidation of power. It forced them to confront not only external enemies, but also the internal divisions that threatened to tear the kingdom apart. The struggle for unity was as much about overcoming internal strife as it was about defeating external foes. The battle served as a stark reminder of the cost of division and the necessity of unity for the well-being of the nation. In the end, the conflict between David and Ishbosheth was a defining moment in the history of Israel, one that underscored the importance of strong, visionary leadership. Amidst the larger conflict, individual stories of heroism and tragedy emerged. One such story is that of Asahel, the brother of Joab, and a loyal soldier in David's army.
Known for his swiftness, Asahel's story is a poignant reminder of the human cost of war and the unpredictable nature of fate.
During a battle near Gibeon, Asahel encountered Abner, the commander of Ishbosheth's army. Eager to prove himself, Asahel pursued Abner relentlessly.
Despite Abner's pleas to turn back, Asahel refused to relent, leading to a tragic confrontation that ended in Asahel's death.
The duel between Asahel and Abner was a clash of two skilled warriors caught in the crosshairs of a larger conflict. Asahel, young and ambitious, sought glory and recognition. Abner, a seasoned general, recognized the futility of their fight and tried to avoid bloodshed. His reluctance to kill Asahel only served to highlight the tragedy of their encounter.
Asahel's death was a bitter blow to David and his men, particularly to Joab, who swore vengeance against Abner.
This event cast a long shadow over the conflict. It served as a reminder of the personal losses and lingering resentments that fuel cycles of violence. The death of Asahel became a turning point in the narrative, setting in motion a chain of events that would have far-reaching consequences. As the war dragged on, Abner, the architect of Ishbosheth's resistance, found himself at a crossroads. He realized that Ishbosheth was a weak ruler, incapable of uniting Israel.
Abner, a pragmatic leader, began to see the futility of continued conflict. He recognized David's growing power and the inevitability of his eventual victory.
This realization led Abner to a pivotal decision. He would switch allegiances and support David's claim to the throne. His decision was motivated by a desire to end the bloodshed and unite Israel under a strong leader. However, this decision came with significant risks. It meant betraying his current king and facing accusations of treachery.
Abner's defection was a major turning point in the narrative. It signaled the beginning of the end for Ishbosheth's reign. Abner's action was a calculated gamble. He was betting on David's mercy and his vision for a united Israel.
This episode raises important questions about the nature of loyalty and the complexities of leadership in times of conflict. Abner's decision, though driven by a desire for peace, was fraught with moral ambiguity. It forced him to choose between his loyalty to a flawed king and the greater good of his people. His actions highlight the difficult choices leaders sometimes face when navigating the treacherous terrain of power and politics.